Hello, guys, and welcome back to Yin Yoga with Matt. Thanks for joining me on the mat this morning. And today I'm just offering you a Yin Yoga sequence focusing on opening the PSOAS. So it's that area at the front of your hips that can tend to be really tight and pull on your low back, causing a lot of chronic pain, especially more so for a lot of you that works a seated job at a desk or something. This is going to be an amazing class for you to release this area specifically and lower your chronic pain if you're having any issues. So we're just going to start by turning ourselves and lowering ourselves down onto our backs on our mat, and with our knees at 90-degree angle, just coming all the way down. We can put our hands on the front of our hips, and we're just going to take some deep breath here. Just relaxing the mind and the body. My day is just starting here in Canada, Quebec. I woke up this morning. I directly went to the beach to invite you on the mat with me to do this Yin Yoga class. I can feel the sun warming up on my skin. It's a beautiful way to start my morning. So from here, we're going to extend the right leg completely flat in front of us. We're just going to pull the left knee in, hooking our hands around it, bringing our head back to rest, and just pulling that left knee towards our chest and belly. And you should already start to feel a pull at the front of your left hip. So just hang in here and relax. Take some deep breath in and out through the nose. And just enjoy the release. And from here, we're going to grab our right hand. We're going to place it on the exterior edge of the left knee. And we're just going to turn everything to the right, but trying to keep our shoulder blades firmly planted on the floor. You can keep your right hand on the left knee just to help you settle into this. So from here, very slowly, we're going to start to turn our upper body, keeping our left knee 90-degree bent. Just making our way onto our mat like this. And then we're going to place our elbows in line with our shoulders and go into Sphinx Pose with a focus on opening the front of our left hip. So keep your shoulder blades back and down. And let's just hang in here for 3 minutes, focusing on our breath. So from here, we can bring our left leg back in line with our body. I'm gonna invite you to lower yourself down onto your belly and slowly turning back onto your back. So just take your time here. Just taking a few breaths here to notice how you feel. So from here, we're gonna bring that right knee in, bringing our hands and interlocking them on top of that right knee. And then we're just gonna pull that knee towards our chest with the left leg extended in front of us. Just working on opening up the front of our right hip this time. So from here, we're gonna take the left hand and place it on the exterior edge of the right knee. And we're gonna allow our hips to turn to the left, trying to keep both shoulder blades firmly planted again on your mat. And then you can use your left hand on the right knee to help you keep the posture. So from here, we're gonna slowly turn our upper body to the left, keeping our right hip open. And then we're gonna bring our shoulders in line with our elbows into Sphinx Pose. It's modified Sphinx Pose with a focus on opening the right hip. And then reconnecting with your breath. Slowing it down, big inhales through the nose. And big exhales through the nose, releasing tension. So from here, very slowly, we can bring the right leg back in line with our body. And then we're just gonna flare our elbows out, palms on top of another, bringing our forehead to rest on the back of our hands, and just releasing your low back here. Taking a moment, and this feels fantastic. So from here, we're just going to bring our hands to our mat in line with our shoulders and pushing ourselves up, putting the weight on our knees and moving our hips back. We're just going to bring our knees to the wide edges of our mat, and we're going to go into a wide knee child's pose. So touching our big toes together behind ourselves, we're just going to sit on our heels, and then we can walk our hands forward, coming all the way down to rest. So this feels amazing. Another great way to release our low back and opening up our upper body as well, our shoulder blades, our spine. So from here, we can push through our hands, walking them back, raising our upper torso very slowly, and then closing our knees. Just taking a little moment here. And from here, I'm going to invite you to just walk your hands forward, coming onto all fours. So from here, we're going to bring the left leg in front to a 90-degree angle, extending the right leg back. Let's set ourselves up for dragon pose. We can place our hands on our knees like this for support. All we're trying to do is move our hips forward and down, opening up the front of the right hip here. And then we're just gonna stay upright like this, focusing back again on our breath. And just relaxing. So from here we can slowly move our hips back, extending that left leg and putting our hands on the floor, just going into a gentle hamstring stretch as a counter pose to what we just did. So we're just gonna hang in here for a few seconds. Just a great way to go after dragon pose before we move to the other side. And very slowly from here we can bring that left leg back, going back onto all fours. We're going to be bringing that right leg in front of our mat this time, extending the left leg back, and then supporting ourselves on top of the right knee. Moving our hips forward and down, and then focusing on our breath. So from here we can push our hips back a little bit, extending that right leg, and then bringing our hands to the floor, going into a hamstring stretch on the right side this time. And then we can slowly bring that right leg back. Going back onto our knees, I'm going to invite you to tuck your toes and then push yourselves back onto your feet and all the way up. Keeping a slight bend in your knees, we're going to grab our elbow and bend at the waist. Going into dangling position, which feels really good for the low back, the spine, for everything. So we're just gonna hang in here. You can wiggle your elbows left to right to loosen up your spine even more. Just do what feels best for you and hang out in here. If you straighten your legs, then you're gonna have more of a hamstring stretch. If you bend your knees, then you can maybe focus a bit more on your back, releasing the hamstrings. So you can play with that and find what works best for you today. So from here, I'm going to invite you to place your hands on the floor, lowering yourself back down onto your knees. Then we can cross our ankles behind our back, rolling down to the seated position, and then extending our legs in front of us. We're just going to get into Savasana. So that's going to be our final asana today. So just take up some space on your mat. Palms up towards the sky, legs spread apart comfortably. Refocusing on your breath and just letting go of everything. So when you're ready, you can slowly come back up to the seated position with me, or you can stay lying down in Savasana for some more time if your body and mind is requesting it. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. Once again, thanks for joining me on the mat. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it, share the classes with your friends or family members on social medias. And you can as well give to my PayPal account a donation, which is always much appreciated for all the work I put into these classes for you guys. So thanks for being out here with me today. And until next time, namaste. Have a beautiful day, people. Bye.